Prince Harry issued about his fake news action plan was given hell by the public, as he has been previously criticized. The media's coverage of him and his wife Meghan Markle contributed to a report by a US think tank into disinformation. The report made 15 recommendations after a 6-month study. Harry described online misinformation as a global humanitarian issue that needs to be tackled by policies including investment in local journalism and cracking down on superspreaders of fake news. Author and BBC presenter Dr. Tessa Dunlop spoke with Richard Eden about The Crown on Palace Confidential. Dr. Dunlop said, "You don't have to be a historian to know that a lot of the misinformation in The Crown is actually part of the entertainment. I think there is an issue for Harry because huge numbers of those who enjoy and watch The Crown seem to take it as the truth. That's where he falls over. That's why he's got, I think, stopped talking about misinformation because he would appear to have got his fingers in the till." Mr. Eden added, "You know, it's become more and more raw as the series has got closer to the present day. So the series that they are filming, they will lead up to Diana's death. They will be about the son's reaction." The host asked, "Are they also touching on the sensitive subject of Martin Bashir?" Mr. Eden said, "Yes. Prince William has been very strong and Harry, in terms of Martin Bashir and what went on to try and get this interview, and now this is going to be served up as entertainment." The Crown has previously been criticized for blurring fact and fiction, and some have even called for the program to broadcast a disclaimer at the start to highlight it is a fictional drama. Prince Harry said about the show, "It's fictional. But it's loosely based on the truth. Of course it's not strictly accurate, but it gave a rough idea of the pressures of putting duty and service above family and everything else." The latest series of The Crown will detail Princess Diana's last years before her death, including her romances with Hasmat Khan and Dodi Al-Fayed. Diana died in a car crash alongside Dodi in Paris in 1997. The Duke's push to combat fake news may raise eyebrows in some quarters, given that he and his wife Meghan Markle were accused of making various questionable statements in their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in March this year. They included the claim that the couple had secretly tied the knot in the presence of the Archbishop of Canterbury 3 days before their official wedding at St. George's Chapel in the grounds of Windsor Castle in 2018. Their wedding certificates later proved that this was a false statement, as were claims about their son Archie being denied the title of prince and the reason behind why the family's 24/7 security was withdrawn. Viacom CBS, who made the Oprah interview, were then accused of editing UK newspaper headlines to make them back up disputed claims about racist press coverage. ITV, who aired the interview in the UK, changed their version because of the accuracy concerns. The new report comes after Harry last week attacked the media when he branded some journalists pirates with press cards and also revealed that he had warned Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey in an email that he was allowing a coup to be staged in the US just a day before the January 6 Capitol riots took place. A summary of the report on the Archewell website was split into 2 sections, one about recommendations to increase transparency, and the other to build trust. Under the transparency section, it recommended putting in protections for researchers and journalists who violate platform terms of service by responsibly conducting research on public data of civic interest. The Duke of Sussex is one of 15 commissioners and 3 co-chairmen who have conducted a 6-month study into the digital avalanche of misinformation on behalf of the Aspen Institute based in Washington, D.C. And the 37-year-old royal revealed today on his Archewell website that the group has now outlined a list of 15 specific recommendations for leaders to consider adopting across the public, private and non-profit sectors.